Anniversary celebration.
It's showtime! And I'm ready, and let's go. Let's go.
The region's most easily accessible radio show, Stone on Air.
Who is this guy? What was your name again?
This is Brian Stone. I hate everybody and everything, and if you don't like it, I hate you.
That's not true!
So I just tweeted about him that he is my choice white guy in Chattanooga.
Wow, we all crazy.
And I can appreciate the genius of fake it till you make it.
You don't want most of it, you want all of it. And I won't stop until you get all of it.
Stone on Air.
You really have nothing better to do you? No, I do not.
Loud and proud, just a dash of brash. This is the Stone on Air program on the flagship, Talk Radio 102.3. The website is StoneOnAir.com. Check us out on SoundCloud, on the YouTube channel, Facebook. What am I leaving out? Twitter. Every Sunday live at 5 on Talk Radio 102.3. My name is Brian Stone. Thanks for tuning in. However it is you listen to the show, wherever it is you listen to the show, I appreciate it. It's been designed to be as easily accessible as anything you'll find in the Tennessee Valley, certainly in the region. Doing things here that people around the industry in the last 10, 15, 20 years have only talked about. Occasionally tried it. Usually it was a failure. And that is not going to be a problem for this particular radio show that is now about a month old, still in a market test kind of phase at this point. My name is Brian. I host this thing. Tara's here. She helps keep the trains on the tracks. Thank you for being here again, Tara, from the Grand Falloon and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. And Nathan Gill, of course, the videographer and the executive producer of the show. He has got the cameras rolling, and we'll get this show up on later on in the week here as we put things together. Just do understand this real quick as a disclaimer for those of you who are new to the show or just kind of sampling this week or whatever. We all work for free right now. Every single one of us, even me, the employee of this radio station. This is I don't know, I guess you could call it to a certain degree a public service kind of situation. And it's also we enjoy doing this kind of thing. But in the end, it is to make some money, and I have not done that yet. But that is in the works as we speak. Actually, got a lot of really cool things. I talked to, of all people, my old buddy Jed Mescon yesterday. WJED, what we call his radio shows that he does around here, and he gave me some good advice. So we're going to be working on getting some money flowing here once we get into the spring. And so that, just so you know, if things don't. I really like continuity in everything in life. I don't want to say go somewhere and then not go there. I don't want to say I'm coming up next segment, Sam killed the bear, and then Sam killed the bear is not here. I don't want to do that's a really bad way to keep listeners. So I understand that. So I don't want to say, hey, YouTube channel on Wednesday. It might not be by Wednesday. Once we get some money flowing and I can start barking orders at people, then it will be then. But right now we're still trying to work all the kinks out, and so far so good. Every Sunday night in Chattanooga, Tennessee, we do this show. It is called turn that down. It is called Stone on Air, and the opening segment of the show is Stone's Throw.
Heads up. It's Stone's Throw.
What? Oh, whoa! Back up the truck. Beep, beep. What are you talking about? Is technology making us mentally ill? Look at me, I'm stupid, I can't do math. This is not making sense to the young adult anymore, and they're tired of it. Does that satisfy you? Are you satisfied now?
The Talk Monster.
This segment is designed for me to just whatever is on my mind for the week. Sometimes it's a rant, sometimes it's a rave. I open up the show occasionally with or not occasionally, every time, with a dash of brash. Well, today there might be a big old huge scoop of brash today. It might be this big old bucket of brash. I don't know. I'm doing one of those moves. You ever get one of those, get some of that information and you wish you could do anything to not have that information anymore, Nate, from our conversation earlier? Why did I have to find that thing out? I know you all understand what I'm talking about, but that's not Stone's Throw today. This show is not designed by any means to have political discussions in nature at all, or any kind of ideological anything. I'm not trying to change people's minds. I'm not trying to change the world. I'm just trying to have some fun with this show. Now, Monday through Friday, I'll be in on the morning press tomorrow, 6 a.m. to 9, which totally screws up my Sunday night, but it's still a fun morning show to do. Now, there, I'm all about screaming at each other about things and yelling and barking at people. That's what that's for. That's what that platform is for. That is not what this platform here is for. It's to have fun and to not alienate or isolate anybody. So we're not going to talk about things like politics or basically politics, but anything that might be polarizing to try to stay away from. Except for a little bit here for just a minute. Super Tuesday's on Tuesday, all right? It's a big day. It's a big tipping point, the domino point, the Iowa caucus. Iowa caucuses don't mean anything. Every 4 years, oh my, who's going to win Iowa caucus? It doesn't matter who wins Iowa caucuses, period. Look at history. Majority of the Iowa caucus winners never win the presidency. It's not important. We act like it is. We amnesiacs. We forget this every 4 years. The South Carolina primary yesterday doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But things start to matter now. And I just want you to understand one little thing. And this is if you listen to me, Brian Stone on Stone on Air on Talk Radio 102.3, if you listen to me at all, you understand kind of where I'm coming from, and you either hate it, tolerate it, like it, whatever. But this is the barking of the politicians, and I'm not calling anyone out in particular, but we're got to get things back. We're going back. We're going to get things back to the way they were. That's what we're going to do. When I'm elected president, we're going to get things back to the way they were. And you want to know why this country is the superpower that it is, and it is the innovative monster machine that it is? It's we don't ever go back. We don't ever go back to the way we used to do things. We always innovate. We always change. We always adjust how we approach anything. Anything. I'm not talking about how we govern the country. I'm talking about how we do anything, how we make music, how we do radio shows, how we do concert promotions and festivals, or how we innovate with technology and cell phones and mobile devices and all this stuff. We're not the best at everything we do because we get hey, we figured it out. Done. We got it. We got the cell phone works, right? We're done. We're not going to do anything different anymore. And you know why that is? Because we don't get stuck thinking backwards. I don't be like things better the way they were, guy, because you're going to be irrelevant and boring. Now, if you don't care about being irrelevant and boring, then fine, be that guy. But most people like to be thought of as interesting, innovative, doing things that matter. And if you're sitting around trying to go back to the way things were, you're not ever going to get anywhere that you want to be. So when you're selecting who it is that you want to support and who makes the most sense to you, if their main barking message is, we got to get back to the way things were, damn it, well, then you're going the wrong direction. And the great thing is the math works in the favor of the attitude that I'm giving you. The math of the mass of people generally who, again, want to be relevant in this world, they think that way. That doesn't mean which party they're involved in or what religion they practice or what they believe or what they don't believe. It's not an indication of that. It's an indication of relevance. Things are never going to be the way they were. Ever. You can hope and wish and pray and get at the podium and rally and shake your pom-poms and your big signs. Yes, we're going to get things back. It's going to be great again. It's already great. And it's because we're not sitting around talking about the good old days. And that is in support of nobody other than just an ideological thought that I don't care who you're pulling for in anything in life. Don't get stuck going backwards because we're all running ahead and we're going to leave you in our dust, bro. Stone on Air on Talk Radio 102.3. Done with that for now. Sam Killed the Bear, very cool local band that I just stumbled upon at the end of last year. A lot of cool new relationships, different ways of thinking, different companies' involvement with, changing the way the old boring radio is done. That's what I'm all about. And you meet cool people and you meet interesting ideas and then you talk about them. And that's the way you do it in Chattanooga, Tennessee. My name is Brian. Tara's here. Nate's here, and Sam Killed the Bear for the rest of the hour. Coming up next, this is Stone on Air on Talk Radio 102.3.
The region's most easily accessible radio show. Stone on Air. We'll be right back. The Talk Monster. Now more. Stone on Air.
The beautiful sounds in my head.
The Talk Monster.
You're back with Stone on Air on the flagship on Talk Radio 102.3. I was talking to the guys from Sam Killed the Bear earlier a minute about a band called Blackberry Smoke that was in here a few years ago with us. And this is them, and this is what I don't want you to be like. Like this guy right here.
And I like things better the way they were.
Cool song, but don't like things. Treasure the things the way they were. Celebrate things the way they were. Respect things the way they were. But it ain't ever going to be the way that it was. As long as we all understand that, we'll all be okay. Sorry, I said it was enough. Now that's enough. Stone on Air is what you're listening to. StoneOnAir.com, the YouTube channel, SoundCloud, and wherever the hell else we can find on the internet to put it. We're still working on all that. In with me today, Chris, Jason, Austin, Jake, and Ryan, whole room full. And the reason I mentioned talking to them in the hallways was when we had Blackberry Smoke on with Jeff Stiles on Fred the Show, which is a show Monday through Friday, if you're not listening to it. Why? We're here every day. Where you been? Anyway, they came in and they brought like their whole band. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? Turns out they're one of the biggest Southern rock bands going right now. And that was definitely cool. Austin, good to have you in, man.
Thanks for having us, man. I've been looking forward to this for a while.
Speaking of doing different things and working with different people, the underground folks, which I'm going to have them in eventually to kind of see where their progress is and what they're doing, and the collab peoples where I met you and met a lot of cool people. I'm still trying. If I haven't got back to you, by the way, out there at StoneOnAir@gmail.com, StoneOnAir@gmail.com, just hit me up again. Again, I work for free, and then I've got like 33 other jobs, so I'm not ignoring you. But met you and said you got a cool band. I started listening. I like it, man. I'm a rock and roll guy. I'm a child of the 90s, so I love good rock and roll, and that's what you guys do.
Thanks, man. We really try to strive for that. I mean, I grew up in the 90s, too, and, just growing up with Weezer, Franz Ferdinand, all the,
I'm glad you said Weezer because you've got a song or two that has a couple of hooks. Now, I don't mean like songs that sound, I'm not saying you sound like Weezer, but there's a couple of hooks where like, these guys got to like Weezer.
Right. I mean, I don't mind being compared to somebody. I don't mind saying that maybe we're paying homage to somebody that we really enjoy. It might, resemble a band that we listen to. That's really the only way to make music is take stuff that you've heard before and put it together in your own way.
So we got a full house in here. Percussion is back in the corner, Chris Campbell. Keys and backing vocals is Jason Labor over there in the corner. Glad to have you here as well. Austin, Jake McDowell on bass, and Ryan Labor on guitar. We'll play something here in just a minute as, again, the clock starts to move fast once we get into things. But, of course, I have to ask, Sam Killed a Bear. The hell does that mean?
All right. Believe it or not,
it doesn't have to mean anything.
Well, it does. It could mean whatever it wants to mean to you, but I guess there is a story behind it. We about 3 years ago when we started this project, it was me and a couple guys that aren't really around anymore. We had a name. It was Poke the Bear. That was just the first cute thing that we came up with. It sort of stuck. We were playing a bunch of cover songs at Mexican places around town, little joints. But and then once we sort of started solidifying our lineup, we sort of realized we might need to change the name around a little bit, make it a little bit more marketable. And we went through a lot of different names. None of them were any good, but we knew we had to change it. And we did have this one friend named Sam. Sam really wanted to be in the band, okay, and we said, okay, play this guitar. He really couldn't do that.
Not quite good enough.
Right. We said play drums. Can't play drums.
I can identify with that guy.
He tried. It was a lot of fun watching him try.
Yeah.
A lot of fun to have around, but unfortunately didn't quite make the cut. But so we said, okay, if you want to be in the band, you can be our manager. So he starts calling around. I said, you can be our manager if you book us one show, just one show. You got to book us one show.
Show us so you know you can do it.
Book one show. So he calls all the bars around, not just once, not twice, not 3 times, all the times. And all of a sudden, I'm calling people trying to book shows for myself, and they know, oh, you're Poke the Bear clique. So we knew we could no longer be Poke the Bear. So we were sitting around talking. Well, we could be this, we could be that. But whatever it is, we need to change it because Sam killed the bear, and then we all just sort of looked at each other and sort of stuck. So the name kind of picked itself.
Well, Sam, if you're listening, don't feel bad, because for years and years and years and years and years, I wanted to play in bands, and I played in garage bands all the time. I can play a guitar. I can hang with just about anybody in a rhythm kind of section. But I never was quite damn good enough. And I'd be like, man, God, why can't I just be a little bit better? And sometimes it just doesn't work, man. So, Sam, at least you got your name in the band, and you're helping when you can. So it's a cool story.
Sorry, Sam. We do love you.
Sam killed the bear in studio right now. Clock's moving fast. Let's not waste any time. Let's play some music. My name is Brian Stone. Tara is here. Nathan is here, rolling video and keeping the show on the tracks for me over there, and I appreciate that. StoneOnAir.com, SoundCloud, YouTube, and the flagship Talk Radio 102.3. And Sam killed the bear.
Just be my home, has everything I need. Give me some time, I'm not great, but I'm fine. I'd be better if you would just leave. Only thing you'll find is me in my home. Life is a ladder and the climb's what life's all about. With all of the things that I do, I can't do without. Oh, without. When the lights go down, all I do is why I am home.
Chris, Jason, Austin, Jake, and Ryan from Sam Killed the Bear live in studio on Stone on Air on the flagship station in Chattanooga, Tennessee, Talk Radio 102.3, StoneOnAir.com, SoundCloud, and the YouTube channel. My name is Brian Stone. More with Sam Killed the Bear coming up next. Hang tight. We'll be right back.
I just sleep when I can till I have to get up.
More of Stone on Air coming up.
Completely unsanctioned by the church.
The Talk Monster. Now more Stone on Air.
It's about to get all stupid up in here.
The Talk Monster.
You are back with Stone on Air, the region's most easily accessible radio show each and every Sunday night live at 5 p.m. on the flagship here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, Talk Radio 102.3. You're busy. You're watching the race. Your team's playing. Your kid's got a ball game. Hell, you just got other stuff to do. It's all good. If I didn't have to do this radio show right now, I wouldn't listen to it either because I'd probably be out in the sunshine doing something. Because I would tune in tomorrow or Wednesday or Friday or next month or next year whenever I wanted. And you can do the same thing at a variety of different places as we continue to build the multimedia network that is Stone on Air. My name is Brian, Tara, and Nathan here as well. Sam Killed the Bear, that's what you're listening to here in the background. More live stuff coming up from them here in just a minute. Austin, you guys got some shows coming up, and one of them being The Road to Nightfall, which we had Jonathan in, and we talked a bunch about 3 weeks ago or so, and it's turned into a pretty big event, but you got that and some other stuff. What's going on? Where you guys doing your thing here?
Yeah, we're pretty excited. We got a lot of shows booked, actually. This is probably our fullest month that we've ever had. I don't know if I could even spit them all off the top of my head, but you can check our website out. It's just samkilledthebear.com. Just click upcoming events, and all of our, that's actually how we keep track of it too. So
sure. Well, speaking of SoundCloud, you guys got a good SoundCloud presence with all your music on there. I've mentioned it before. A lot of people don't know what SoundCloud is. It's a social media in itself to a certain degree, but it doesn't operate like a social media. You know, sometimes people are like, all right, I do Facebook. I've had enough of all these. I don't want any more social media networks. I don't want to scare people away by saying that that's what it is. Because it really isn't. It can be, but it's mainly just a place to store your audio and listen to high-end stuff or low-end stuff or whatever people want to put up there. So my SoundCloud page is Stone on Air. Just search Stone on Air for any of those platforms, and you can find it. And Sam Killed the Bear, search that out. You'll find it.
We're on SoundCloud. We're on Reverb. You find us on any of the social media you want to find us on.
Well, let's focus on the Road to Nightfall show, which is soon.
Yeah, we're playing on the 11th of March, if I'm not mistaken. You can double check me if you'd like.
That sounds right. I was looking at it.
We got. There's a lot of good bands playing that night. It's going to be an awesome show.
On the opening night, I believe I saw that. And help me out with the name here if I'm screwing up anybody. Terry, Nick Lutzko, is that how you say that?
I know he's going to be
Nick Lutzko, that's right.
I haven't met this cat yet, but I've been communicating with him. He's in next week.
Good.
And he's playing that day too. They're crazy.
Yeah.
That's some crazy stuff. I can't wait to learn more about that. But that's the same night, so you guys got a stacked night that night.
Right, and there's Jesse Junker. He's going to be out there, and there's who else is out there? Genki will be out there, and I know I'm missing two that I know.
Yeah, and I mean there's 30 overall.
Danimal's going to be there. I think Danimal's going to be there that night if I'm not
Danimal's
mistaken.
a friend of the show, and
he might be a different night. I know he's in Road to Nightfall.
But it's a stacked lineup all the way around, and it's a very cool lineup. So I wish you all the luck in that. But let's not waste any more time, as we're about 40 after the hour. We're going to talk to Concert Hopper here in just a few minutes to talk about some of the stuff that she's got going on tomorrow. More information on that here in just a minute. This is Talk Radio 102.3, StoneOnAir.com, YouTube, SoundCloud, and live right now in studio, Sam Killed the Bear.
up so fast and count the years. I'm the only around with my teenage fears. I tried so hard to keep my secret secret. The world around us just meant to collide. Told me there was something special in the air that night, but I never felt that way. No, I never felt that way. No. Little girl, I can see you cry. I'm the only around with my teenage eye. I sit all alone, I sit by myself. I'm the only one left that can fix you and hold you as long as you have your help. I tried so hard to keep my secret secret. Worlds around are just meant to collide. Told you there was something special in the air at night, but I never felt that way. No, I never felt that way. No. Tried so hard to keep my secret secret. Worlds around are just meant to collide. You told me there was something special in the air that night, but I never felt that way. No, I never felt that way. No, I never felt that way. No.
Sam Killed the Bear live on Stone on Air on Talk Radio 102.3. Chris, Jason, Austin, Jake, and Ryan, the entire crew here, full room, and just having some fun as we do each and every Sunday. For those of you that are listening live here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, I will be in on the Morning Press the next 2 days, 6 to 9 a.m. Jeff Stiles, Kevin West, and myself, Brian Stone. And while I absolutely despise and totally destroys my good life when I have to get up at 4 a.m., it ruins. My day's already ruined. Like right now is ruined because of that. But once you get there and then you get in and you do it, it's a fun show. And so for the next 2 days, if you're crazy and you get up that early because you like it, what's wrong with you? Or if you have to, 6 to 9 the next 2 days. This is Stone on Air. We do it each and every Sunday. StoneOnAir.com, YouTube, SoundCloud, and wherever the hell else. Sam Killed the Bear. More coming up next. Hang tight.
Stone on Air. We'll be right back. The Talk Monster. Now back to more Stone on Air.
Okay, Pops, let's get on with the show.
The Talk Monster.
Well, I was all shook up in the middle of Memphis. She stabbed me with a cigarette while kissing a crucifix. She told me in confidence as I was licking off her lipstick, I don't want to die in Tennessee. I want to be different. Well,
I don't want to die in Tennessee either. Stone on Air. Brian Stone is your host. That's me. Tara's here as well. Nathan running film. Sam killed the bear in this hour, running out of time fast. This is Nick. Let's go, right? Nick, let's go. It's going to be in next week. I'm pretty stoked about this. This is going to be interesting. Coming up tomorrow, an event over at the Grand Falloon. Lots of things going on in the Grand Falloon. That's Tara's new baby these days.
Yes, it is.
And it's I love, technology is a great thing. And if you ever don't know, how to say someone's name, I like it when people make sure they cover all their bases. They don't leave you guessing and you got to go doing a lot of research. You just who are we gonna have on the phone?
Taryn Bolwinski.
Taryn Bolwinski. See, we got all our bases covered, Taryn. So hang on.
Taryn Bolwinski.
That's cheating.
How you doing, Concert Hopper?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Good. Thank you for jumping on here for a real quick deal. Tomorrow, tell me about the Make Music Day in general and what you guys got going on tomorrow.
Well, this year is our first year for Make Music Day in Chattanooga. It's actually an international holiday that's been going on since 1982. It started in France, and it's in cities throughout the United States. And I was researching, stuff to do this summer, and I found out about it that they have in Nashville. And I was like, this is really neat. Why don't we have this in Chattanooga? So I contacted the people, and they're like, heck yeah, we'd love to have Make Music Day in Chattanooga. And what Make Music Day is, it's a free one-day, all-day festival on the summer solstice, which is always June 21st. And it's free music just throughout the city, free concerts, jam sessions, music lessons, and just musical events.
Just an overall way to promote music in general in your city is what it sounds like. And tomorrow, tomorrow you have a specific, it sounds like, a planning meeting, for maybe a lack of a better way to put it, to explain what you got tomorrow and the times and all that.
Yeah, it's like a kickoff for it because it's a do-it-yourself festival for the Chattanooga music community by the Chattanooga music community. So we're just bringing everybody together and letting them know how they can get involved and how they can get signed up and the steps that we need everybody to do to make it happen.
And concerthopper.com, do I have that website right on your specific website?
Yes.
And 400 East Main Street is where you'll find Grand Falloon.
Mm-hmm.
Taryn Bolwinski.
Thank you so much for joining us, Taryn. I appreciate it. We had to fly, but I appreciate you working with us, okay?
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Concert Hopper. And what else is at Falloon? We got the Grand Falloon, Tara. I know they're doing the open air after the meeting tomorrow, but what else you got out there?
Yeah, so there was a really great fit to get Taryn and the Make Music Day into the Grand Falloon tomorrow night. Because we have open air, which is free music for all kinds of musicians of all different instruments to come in and play.
Every Monday night?
Every Monday night, yep. We got beautiful dinner and beer to be served. But then Tuesday, we're actually doing the Noisemakers Cha, which is a new group in town. And they've been doing it, I think, for about 6 months. But this is the Women's History Edition. So we've got Mad, Bad, and Dangerous speakers coming, which is the event at GPS. Then we have the Girls Rock Camp. They're going to be speaking on Tuesday. And we also have some women-led production industry.
Awesome.
Coming out. So we got a lot of stuff going on.
All kinds of cool stuff going on at the Grand Falloon.
Tuesday, the Grand Falloon. And then Saturday, we have a pop-up show with Dr. B and the E's.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Tara. We got to fly. Sam killed a bear in today, and we've been rocking and just having fun on a gorgeous, gorgeous Sunday evening, and we'll put the wraps on things right now on Talk Radio 102.3. This is Stone on Air. StoneOnAir.com, the SoundCloud page, YouTube, everywhere else, and right now live, Sam killed a bear.
Anything that anybody needs. I know you're in pain, but everybody bleeds. I can't guarantee that you won't feel a thing. Dilatory, please. Here's your desperate. Racing past my eyes, leading me through rabbit holes and galaxies that no one else can find. slowly breathing through my nose. Patiently I'm counting down till you're around and my eyes find me closed. Lay back, relax, or make a sound. Here's your desperate, start up at 10 and then count down. Your thoughts just start to spin, your eyes are heavier than they ever been. Give up, give in to the compound, ready to begin. Start up at 10 and then count down. Your thoughts may be starting to spin. Your eyes are heavier than they ever been. Give up, give in to the compound. Ready to do it again.
Sam Killed the Bear live on Talk Radio 102.3 on Stone on Air. Chris, Jason, Austin, Jake, and Ryan. Guys, thank you very much.
Thanks so much for having us, man.
This was a lot of fun. We'll get it all posted up to the proper websites and all those places here over the next 24 hours or so. It'll be on the website later on this evening. It'll be on SoundCloud later on this evening and YouTube later on in the week. Thank Concert Hopper for jumping in and talking about Make Music Day. If you want more information on that, the Grand Falloon tomorrow at 6, just before the open air segment that evening. 400 East Main Street. Nathan Gill, thank you very much for your hard work. Tara, thank you very much for your hard work. Sam Killed the Bear, thank you guys for hanging out with me. My name is Brian Stone. We'll be in with the Morning Press for the next 2 days, 6 a.m. to 9. And I'll just give you a little bit of advice. You don't have any idea what I'm talking about. Be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it. And once that toothpaste is out, bro, it ain't getting back in there. Keep that in mind and everything. I know that's vague. I'm sorry. We're done. And if they should ask, where did that cat go? Just tell them I'm gone.